What's up, everyone? I know it's been a very long time since I have released a video here in the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. I just wanted to make this video to go over a few things. One, I wanted to share with you guys where I've been, why I haven't been making content. I want to share some of the lessons that I've learned over the last year or so of not making content and how I'm implementing them now in my life. And I also have some exciting news that I want to share, that I am going to be streaming some video games here in the channel again. And I have another channel that I've been working on as well that I've already released videos for that I'm going to show you guys later in the video. But I just want to thank you guys for being here. I just appreciate all the support you guys have given me here in the channel through the ups and the downs. But this has been a really good year and a half for me recently, that I've just learned a lot of lessons and gained a lot of wisdom on kind of what I'm going to share in the video today. So I hope you guys will enjoy it. Let's go ahead and get started. So to give you guys a background, if you're newer here to the channel, I started making content for the Elder Scrolls Online in about 2019, and that's kind of what this channel focused on. And so I made that for a while, part-time while working a job, and then I was able to go full-time, and I was a full-time content creator for the Elder Scrolls Online. And so it was a really exciting time for me. I was streaming on Twitch, I was making content, but as I started doing that, I ended up going back to my old job just because I was kind of living paycheck to paycheck when it comes down to it. And also it was just a lot of stress on myself and at the time of life that I was in. And so then I ended up switching the content to just part-time. And then at a certain time in 2022, I believe it was, I started doing, no, 2023, I'm sorry. Man, it feels like a long time. 2023, I started switching the content from video games to men's leadership and encouragement. I feel like God was really telling me to do that, or to move away from video game content creation. And so I made some content the last couple of months, or a couple of months following that, and then I just kind of fell off the map, and you guys are like, where'd Adam go? For those of you that stuck around. And so I kind of want to give you guys, I want to catch you guys up. So in July, I went on vacation, and that was when I stopped making content. I was going through some life stuff at the time, and it was pretty stressful. I was in the middle of a move because my best friend was getting married, and I was living with him, rooming with him. And so I ended up transitioning in July and August, kind of that move into a new place. And I was just going through some life situations. On top of that, I started to do 75 hard, which is something that's like a health challenge. And if you guys can see, I look a lot different from my last video. I've lost a lot of weight. I feel so healthy. I feel great. And I've really just been focusing a lot on my health and nutrition and some of my personal growth. So I was doing that. I was playing softball twice a week, and I was actually studying for a certification for my job. I used to be an assistant project manager, so I was studying for the PMP, which is Project Management Professional Certification. And so that was taking up a lot of my time in the fall of 2023. And I just kind of lost the desire to make content in general. It wasn't even video game content, nothing. I just kind of lost the desire because I didn't have a lot of time, and I was just really focusing a lot on my career and myself. And so fast forward to the beginning of this year, I was dating a lot. I was trying online dating, all this other stuff. Had a lot of good experiences with that. But through all of that, I kind of lost the desire to play video games in general, which I've gained that recently, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But I lost that desire. But again, I was just enjoying life, honestly. I was studying for the PMP like every day for a couple hours almost. And I was just enjoying the relationships and the connections that I had with people in my everyday life. It was honestly just a really good time for myself personally, and I needed that time away from content creation. That really helped me, right? So then fast forward, go through the summer, again, just really focusing on my health, my nutrition. But at the beginning of the summer, I got an amazing opportunity at my job. I got promoted actually to a safety manager. And so now I actually manage our Southeast region of my company. And it was honestly just a blessing from God. Like, it was such an awesome job at the right time and exactly what I needed. And honestly, I really believe that this is something that I'm going to excel at. And I feel like I'm already doing that. And so I'm just really excited that I have this opportunity to even do that. I get to travel, get to do a lot of different things. And so that's just been such a great thing. So I stopped studying for the PMP, and I ended up getting that promotion, which was funny. And you guys used to make jokes all the time that I worked for OSHA, and now I kind of do things like in conjunction with OSHA. I don't work for OSHA, but it's just kind of funny. So if any of you guys are actually OGs or watching the video, that's actually kind of funny. But So that's kind of where I've been. And recently, I've started a new channel, which I'll talk about here in a little bit, but I've wanted to get back to making content again. But before we talk about what we're gonna do here in this channel, I want to talk about the lessons I've learned, because it helps shape what I'm gonna talk about and why I'm kind of gonna make content again, and what kind of content I'm gonna make, right? So a lot of lessons have been learned over the last year and a half of my life, and really my whole life has been, you know, a lesson. I mean, that's the best way to learn, is through mistakes and failures. And so, you know, a year and a half ago, I kind of really cut video games pretty hard out of my life. And a lot of that stems from things I don't really want to talk about here on the video right now, but maybe later on I will. But a lot of it too is just, I didn't have a healthy relationship with video games. I was addicted a lot to them, and it was really affecting, and it started to affect a lot of my life outside of this, right? And so I think taking that break from it and taking a break from that content was honestly really good for me personally. I know a lot of you probably didn't like that, but I had to do what was best for me. Second thing that I've learned is that from making content, and this is kind of a tip for anyone that wants to make content out there. When I started my YouTube channel with Joe, you know, our goal was to be a full-time YouTuber. I loved that, right? We really had a passion for video games. But the thing is that passion started turning into this content, right? And then it became like a job, and it just didn't really fulfill like I would have thought, right? It became something I wasn't really looking forward to. And to be honest with you, I didn't really think about, when I started doing content creation for Elder Scrolls Online, like, hey, do I actually like the Elder Scrolls Online? Do I see myself? Do I have a passion for this game? I honestly chose the Elder Scrolls Online because I felt like there was a huge need at the time for guides. There wasn't a lot of good beginner guides, in my opinion, and there was a huge need. And I was like, I didn't think it was going to go anywhere, and then it just blows up, right? And then I kind of find myself stuck in a game where I'm like, I'm not really like in love with this game. I like it, it's fun, but I want to move on to do something else. And so that's kind of how content came, that was how it kind of affected me. And then as well, content creation, whether you believe it or not, it puts a massive toll on you mentally, especially video game content creation, because there's always these different games out that are vying for your attention, that want your money, that want your time. And you could always be creating something else, right? And so for me personally, stepping away from content creation allowed me to just enjoy the regular things of life. It allowed me to figure out who I was, and it allowed me to understand myself so much better than I did before. And I feel like I'm genuinely at a healthy place in my life right now, to where I can actually balance a little bit of video games, a little bit of, you know, whatever I want to do here, mixed with my job, mixed with content creation. For me, I think if I were to give anything to you guys, is if you want to start content, try doing it for something that you love doing first. Like, make sure you know that it's something that you like doing, okay? Now, there's a lot of other tips that I've learned. One other one I want to touch on is, you know, I really steered away from MMOs and some of these like games like Diablo. Well, I'm playing some WoW right now with some friends and some Diablo. But again, a lot of that I think was because I genuinely needed time away from that. I didn't see it as a healthy thing in my life, and I needed to learn how to balance and have discipline in my life. Discipline was something I was lacking in different ways. I had discipline in some areas, but the last year and a half has really, really helped me gain more discipline. I'm really thankful to the Lord for that. I cannot do that without him. I can't do anything without him. And honestly, it's something that I really needed. And so I never wanted to bash those types of games. I just think those games sometimes are designed to get, especially men, just involved in it so much to where they lose sight of everything else around them. And so they are fun, and I have been playing them, but I try to have a healthy balance with that. And I think that's something that, you know, I really have to focus on, because if not, you can really just get lost in those kind of experiences, right? But now I want to talk about kind of what to expect here in the channel, because you guys are probably wondering, like, am I going to make video game content creation? I said I was going to stream, blah, 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 all this stuff, right? So one, here in the channel, I know I've switched my branding to what men's leadership and all of that stuff, but the channel is more going to be a lifestyle channel. And it's going to be something that I'm going to talk about health, nutrition. I'm going to talk about just things that I've learned, maybe daily habits or things that I've picked up along the way from other people. And I'm going to just share them with you guys. And I'm going to try to encourage you guys, because I know in today's day and age, one, people are trying to save money, right? So I want to try to give tips on how to get affordable food, you know, for healthy recipes, maybe gym workouts that you want to do, how to get motivated for the gym, how to stay consistent, right? I want to talk about leadership things, encouragement, just a bunch of different facets of just lifestyle, right? Basically what it is I want to help you improve yourself and create healthy habits and help you lead and encourage your families, your friends, and yourself better, and how to have a balance with the hobbies of your life mixed with things that you actually have to take care of. Again, like your health, your mental health, your body, all that stuff, right? And so that's what the channel is going to basically be around. But there's going to be different content levels of what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to keep the podcast that I have, the Frontlines podcast, and I'm relaunching it on Spotify because I can't remember my login for the other one, which is really embarrassing, but I'm just being honest with you guys. So I'm relaunching that on Spotify and YouTube. And on that podcast, I'm just going to talk about those kind of topics. I'm going to interview friends, colleagues, mentors that I have, and just have interesting conversations, things that I want to talk about, right? They're not going to be super long podcasts, maybe 10 to 45 minutes is the range I'm going for, but I hope you guys will listen to that, right? Now, along with the podcast, I'm going to have the blog as well, which is thefrontlines.blog. That's where I'm going to have just different things that go with podcasts or videos. I'm going to have my recipes that I'm going to share with you guys through YouTube Shorts and stuff like that, because I have a few recipes that I've kind of used and came up with and mixed and customized. And so I'm going to share those with you guys through Shorts and the blog, and just a blog of kind of my life and just encouragement, like I said, right? And then some videos, again, are going to comprise, but they're going to be split between the podcast and videos. And that's going to be things that I just deem like, okay, I want to make a video on this, or I want to do this, right? But the cool thing is I'm going to be streaming video games, because I've been enjoying video games with friends, and it's been something as a hobby I've just started to really enjoy again. And I just can't tell you guys how much I've missed that. I've always looked at video games as like, I've got to monetize this because I feel like I'm wasting my time. I don't feel like that anymore. I feel like I'm actually enjoying them for the game that they are, right? And so I don't know yet, but I think I'm going to stream on YouTube. But I could stream on Twitch. I know that whole thing stopped where you can't stream on one or the other. I don't know exactly, but you guys just have to look out for it. I'm hoping to stream the new Diablo expansion when it comes out, Call of Duty, and then some WoW, and just some other various things. But I will be streaming either on YouTube or on Twitch. So I hope that if some of you guys are still out there that liked my video game content creation, you guys will come by and say hello in the stream, because I want to have fun. I don't want this channel to just be all serious stuff. I want to laugh. I want to tell jokes. I want to talk with you guys and have conversations. And I hope that I will be an encouragement to you guys. I know there's some people that have reached out to me, some people that were longtime fans that have been pretty encouraged by some of the things I said. And so I'm really happy to hear that. I know there's a lot of people that did not like the things that I said, but it is what it is, you know? But that's something that I'm actually really excited about. And that's the biggest thing I want you guys to understand from this video, is that I'm not making content anymore to be a full-time job. That's not my desire. I don't want to be a full-time streamer. I don't want to be a full-time content creator. I'm making it because I genuinely want to have an impact on the world, right? I want to encourage people, right? I want people to live the best life that they can live. And, you know, I am a Christian, and I will say some of those things from time to time, because I do want to influence and help people see what, you know, God has done in my life, right? And so, because I can't do any of this without God. And so, you know, if religion is not your thing, I still hope that you will come by and just enjoy the time in the community that we have here. The last thing that I want to say about that is that with my streams and with my videos, there is not going to be a set schedule. And the reason I'm doing that is because personally, that stresses me out, and it makes me feel like I'm trying to do this full time again. And I don't want to. I want this to be something that I enjoy doing, and that I'm doing for you guys that need encouragement. And so I just want you guys to know that. So to keep up to date on that stuff, make sure you guys have the notifications turned on for the channel, okay? Or keep track of the community posts that I will post in the future. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, because I know this video is getting long and I'm sorry, me and Joe have actually already created a second channel. We have videos up, and this channel is our hobby channel. If you guys don't know this, me and Joe are massive nerds when it comes to Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic the Gathering, except for Joe doesn't like Magic the Gathering, but we'll forgive him for that. In this channel, we open Pokemon packs, Yu-Gi-Oh packs, Magic packs. We play little games. Between those, we have shorts. Joe, I think, is recording his first one. I've already got 3 or 4 videos of myself and then like 4 or 5 shorts up right now. We're at 33 subscribers, which is pretty cool, but that channel is called Pack Heads, and you guys can check out that channel down below in the description. So if you're interested in ever watching us open packs or just we're grading our collections and stuff as well. So we're gonna do like PSA reveals of our Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. If you're ever interested in that, check us out over at Pack Heads as well. It's just something that we're doing for fun, but I'm just excited about it because it's just a hobby of mine, and it started as a hobby, and it's not, to me, it's not a job, right? It's just for fun. It's just for you guys to enjoy. I do want to mention that we did shut down the brahwegotthis Discord, and we did shut down the website because it's just too hard for me and Joe to manage that right now. So I do apologize for that, but we do have the Frontlines Discord that is through our memberships here on YouTube. I don't know how active I'll be in that right now, but if you do join the memberships for the channel, you can get access to that Discord. And I'd like to make that a cool community where, you know, I post just different blog posts, just give you guys tips, encouragements. People can post things as well. But I hope you guys enjoy the update. I hope that you guys are excited to at least maybe see me again, see some videos, see some streams. Just keep a lookout for it, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Later, guys. Peace.